If music be the food of love, play on! Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. Oh, that strain again! Had a dying fall, oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more! 'Tis not as sweet as it was before.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio? The heart? Oh, why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hound, e'er since pursue me. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But, like a cloistress, she will veiled walk in water once a day, her chamber round, with eye offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How she love when the rich golden shaft that fill the flock of all affections else that live in her. When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled. Her sweet perfection with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
Illyria? What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. Perchance may he be.
Aye, true, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself, when our ship did split and you and those poor number saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on the dolphin's back, he held acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, here's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, well, for I was born and bred not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I've heard my father speak of him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I traveled from hence, and then 'twas fresh in rumor, as you know what the great ones do, the lesser will prattle of, that he did seek the love of one fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, who died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she hath endured both the sight and company of men.
That I served this lady, and not be delivered into the world until I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, for she will accept no suitor, not even the duke's.
There's a fair behavior in thee, captain, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for I shall serve this duke. Thou shalt present me to him as an eunuch. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may have, to time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, let mine eyes not see.
I thank you. Here, lead me on.
What? A plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I am sure kills an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Yet you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too. And they be not, let them hang themselves by their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Eguchi?
Aye, he.
He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, and he'll have but a year in all those ducats. He's a great fool and a prodigal.
Fie, that you'll say so. He plays the violin and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed all most natural. For besides that he's a fool, he is a great quarreller, and but that he hath the gift of coward to ally the gust he hath in quarrelling, 'tis thought amongst the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
They are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there be passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He is a coward and a coistrel that will not drink to my niece till he turneth the toe like a parish top. What, wench? Castellano Volgo, for here comes Sir Andrew Egreface.
Sir Toby Bell! How now, Sir Toby Bell?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Ooh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
Oh, what's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Oh, good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Oh, good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Oh, fare you well, gentlemen.
And now let part so, Sir Andrew. Thou mightst never draw sword again.
Oh. Ah, and you let part so, mistress, I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Oh, Mary, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It is dry, sir.
Oh, nay, I'm not such an ass, but I think I can keep my hand dry. Oh. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Oh, are you full of them?
Marry, I have them at my fingers' ends.
Oh.
Now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When have I seen thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see Canary put me down. Methinks I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man. But I am a great eater of beef. And I believe that does great harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Oh, pourquoi, my dear knight?
Oh, what is pourquoi? Do or not do?
I would I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I had in dancing, fencing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why, would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes well enough, does it not?
Oh, excellent, excellent. It hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off, eh?
Faith, I'll ride home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen. Or if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Count here hard by woos her.
She will none of the Count. She will not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I have heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
As good as any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be under the degrees of my betters. Yet I cannot compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galleon, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Oh, wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these things a curtain before them? Why dost thou not go to church in a galleon and come home in a coronto? My very walk should be a jig. I did think, by the excellent constitution of thy leg, that it was formed under the star of a galleon.
Aye, 'tis strong and does indifferent well in a dam-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under twice?
Harness that sides and heart.
No, sir, it is legs and thighs.
Ah.
Now, let me see thee caper.
Ha
ha!
Excellent! Excellent!
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Is he inconsistent, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Oh, here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Ho!
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have enclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her door and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, what then?
Then unfold the passion of my love, surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth and in the nuncio's more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, but leave it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth than rubies. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative a woman's part. I know that Constellation is right after this affair. Both of you, attend him, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a bard full strife. Whoever I woo, myself would be his wife.
enter in the way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is not that as good as hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and as for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then.
Not so, neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy ways, wench. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, rogue! No more of that. Oh, here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely. You will best.
Wit, aunt be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I that am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man, for what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to your dry fool. I'll no more of you.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
I bade them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree, lady. Cuculus non facet monicum. That's as much to say as I wear not modern in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catchize you for it. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul's in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes. And shall do to the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool with no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest. I take these wise men who crow so at these set-kind fools no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh, you're sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste of the distempered appetite.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, but 'tis a fair young gentleman and very well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Oh, fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick. Oh, not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove cram with brains, for here he comes, one of thy kin has a most weak pia mater.
Oh, by mine honor, half drunk! What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
It is a gentleman here, Burton. Plague of these pickled herrings. How now, sons?
Good Sir Toby! Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery! I defy lechery! There's one at the gate.
I marry. What is he?
Let him be the devil and he will, I care not. Give me faith, say I. It's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner and let him sit on my cuz, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Now, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were sleeping. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of a man?
Very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and age is he?
Not yet old enough to be a man, nor young enough for a boy. As 'tis a squash when 'tis almost a culling, or an apple when 'tis almost a pear. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He speaks very shrewishly, is very well favored. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very sensitive even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain, if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then tell you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
But I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
Alas, it is the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber, I shall haul here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind. I am your messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my palm. My words are as full of peace as manners.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhood. To your ears, divinity, to any other's profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will at once hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady!
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Lady, show me your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? Now, sir, you are out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and let you see the picture. Such a one I was this present. Is it not? Well done.
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in great search will endure wind and weather.
Sweet lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried and each particle and utensil labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 chin, 1 neck, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud, and if you're the devil, you're fair. But my lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind, yet I cannot love him, though I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and valiant youth, a gracious person, and yet I cannot love him. He might have took this answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Write loyal songs of rejected love and sing them even in the dead of night. Shout your name to the reverberate hills and let the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! You should not rest between the elements of earth and air, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my estate as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Tell him to send no more, unless perchance you come my way again to tell me how he takes it. I thank thee for your pains. Spend this for me.
Keep your purse, lady. I am no feed post. My master lacks recompense, not I. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, face, actions do give thee 5-fold blazon. How now, soft, unless the master were the man. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections creep in at mine eyes with an invisible and subtle stealth. Well, let it be. What home, Evelio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that youth should come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. I thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do not know what and seek to find. Mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Know you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I should crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know if you with your bounds.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is a mere extravagancy, but I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners rather to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio, that my name is Sebastian, or which I called Rodrigo, and my father was that Sebastian of Mezzalin, of whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him, myself, and a sister, both born in an hour. And had the heavens been so pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Last day.
A lady, sir, though was said much resembled me, was of many accounted beautiful. But I could not with such estimable wonder overfar believe that. Yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. But she is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, then let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
Gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I would very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were you not even now the Countess Livia?
On a moderate pace, I have arrived here, but hither.
If she returns this ring to you, you might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance. She will none of him. One more thing. That you never be so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report his taking of this. Receive it, sir.
She took the ring of me. I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will as it should be so returned. There it lie, in your bosom. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside hath not charmed her. She made good view on me. So much so, methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure! The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring, why he left her none. I am the man! If it be so, as 'tis, she were better than a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, I am desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now, alas the day, with the riftless sigh shall poor Livia breathe. Time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Burn your hammer on the floor where anybody's dog.
Approach, Sir Andrew! Not to be abed before midnight is to be up betimes, and Duluculo, Sir Jerry, thou knowest?
Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early, so that to go to bed after midnight is to be up betimes. Does not our lives consist of the 4 elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Then I say, stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool in faith.
How now, my hearts? Did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I'd rather 40 shilling than had such a leg and so sweet breath to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast in very gracious fooling last night when thou spokest of hygrogrammitis of the Vapians, passing the equinoctial of Cubus? Yes! 'Twas very good in faith. I sent thee 6pence for thy layman, hadst it.
I did Empedicus for thy gratility, for Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand, and the Myrmidons are no bottle ale houses.
Excellent! Why, this is the best fooling when all is done. Now a song!
There is 6pence for you.
And there's a testrel of me, too.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
I care not for good life.
Me, re, 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 blah, 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 blah. Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stand here, your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting. Journey's end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Oh, excellent, good in faith.
Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Use the stuff would not endure.
Oh, mellifluous voice, as I am true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious in faith.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet and contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we do that?
And you love me? Let's do it. I am dog at a catch.
By your lady, sir, and some dogs will catch well.
Oh, let's do it, most certain. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained to call thee knave knight.
Ah, 'tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Oh, begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace? I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Excellent, good. Begin.
Hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace.
My lady had not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors. Never trust me.
My lady is a Cataian. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Peg-a-Ramsey. And 3 merry men be we. Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon. Lady, dwelt a man in Babylon.
He does well disposed enough, and so do I too. He does it with more grace, but I do it more natural.
On the 12th day of December,
la 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 la.
My masters? Are you mad? What are you? Have you no wits, manners, no honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that you squeak out your courtier's catches with no mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snicker.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as a kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she's very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Good Sir Toby!
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
But I will never die!
Sir Toby, here you lie.
Oh, this is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
What? And if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh, no. You dare not.
Out of tune, sir, you lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by Saint Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth too.
Thou art in the right. Go, sir, polish your chain. Another stoop of wine, Maria?
Mistress Mary! Mistress Mary! If you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. Oh, she shall know of it by this hand. Hand.
Go shake your ears.
Oh, 'twas good a deed is to drink when a man's hungry, challenge him the field, and then break farmers with him and make a fool of him. Do it, knight. I'll make thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to my word of mouth.
Oh, sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count's was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. But for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nayward and make him a common recreation, do not think I've wit enough to lie straight in my own bed.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sometimes he's a sort of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog! What? For being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight? I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly, but a time pleaser, an affection to ask, who calls state without and does it by great swallows. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him.
Love him.
And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein, by the shape of his leg, the color of his beard, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated.
Huh?
I can write, very like my lady, your niece.
Ah!
On forgotten occasion, we can scarce make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device. I have it in my notes, too. He shall think, by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And now your horse would make him an ass.
Ass. I doubt not.
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed and dream on the event.
Good night, Penthesilea. Before me, she's a good wench.
Aye, she's a big old true bred and one that adores me, one of that.
I was adored once too.
Come, knight, thou needs send for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
If thou hast her not in the end, call me cut.
And if I do not, never trust me. Take it how you will.
Come, knight. It's too late to go to bed now. I'll go burn some sack. Come, knight, come. Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good, Cesario. But that piece of song, that old and antique song that we heard last night, thought it didn't read my passions much, more than might airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced nights. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it.
Who was it?
Festy the jester, my lord, a fool that the lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He's about the house.
Seek him out and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstaid and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly, my life upon it, young though thou art. Thine eye had stayed upon some favor that loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years I be?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold a bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are, alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come, the song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain, like the spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and dallies with the innocence of love like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, prithee, sing. bears for thy pains.
Oh, no pain, sir. I take great pleasure in singing, sir.
Oh, then I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Oh, give me now leave to leave thee.
May the melancholy gods protect thee, and thy tailor make thy doublet of a changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea so that their business be everything and their intent everywhere. For that's all that always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, the parts that fortune had bestowed upon her. Tell her I hold as goodly as fortune, but is that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir...
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bite the beating of so strong a heart as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver but the palate that suffers serpent, allurement, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between the love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too much what love women to men may owe. In truth, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps were I woman. I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, and with the green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but in faith our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
And died thy sister for love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet, I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say my love can give no place, bide no denay.
Nay, come thy ways, Mistress Fabiana.
Nay, I'll come if I lose a scruple
of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the stingy, rascally sheep fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me here out of the favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again. And we shall fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And if we do not, it is pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my Melovindia?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow. This past half hour, observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trap that must be caught with tickling.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard her come thus near, that should she fancy me should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else who follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him, how he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight, I could so beat the rogue. A piece, I say.
To be Count Malvolio?
Oh! Pistol him! Peace.
There's example for it. The yeoman of the wardrobe married the lady of the strategy.
Fie on him, Jesper!
Oh, peace. Now he's deeply, and look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state.
Oh, for a stone bolt to hit him in the eye!
Calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown. Having come from a daybed where I have left my Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Oh, peace.
And then to have the humorous state. And after a demure travel regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to call for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Oh, peace. Now.
My men with an obedient start to make out for him. I frowned a while and perchance wind my watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extended my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
Does not Toby take you a blow of the lips, then?
Saying, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your knees, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
What, Sir Andrew?
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin?
By my life, this is my lady's hand. Oh, these be her very C's, her U's and her T's. Thus makes she her great P's. This with contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why that?
To the unknown beloved, listen my good wishes. Oh, her very phrases. By your deep wax. Soft, 'tis my lady. But to whom should this be?
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. What follows? The numbers altered, no man must know.
Now hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stain my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
Fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see.
What does she poison as she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. This is evident in any form of capacity. There's no obstruction in this. In the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I can make that resemble something in me, softly M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that. He is now at a cold sense.
M. Malvolio! M! That begins my name!
Did not I say he would work out the curves excellent at cold sense?
M, but then there is no consonancy in sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
I'll cudgel him and make him cry all.
And then I comes behind.
You had any I behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. Every one of these letters are in my name. Softly, here follows prose. This fall into thy hand revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Cast thy humble sloth and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. Put thyself into a trick of singularity. Thus, she that advises thee sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings of late, and wish to see thee cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. Fellow of servants, not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate, unhappy. Daylight and champion discovers not more. I will be proud. I will be open. I will read politic author. I will baffle Saratobi. I will be point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me. For every reason excites me that my lady loves me. Oh, she did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my legs of being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love. And with a kind of injunction drives me to the habits of her liking. I thank my stars I am happy. Oh, I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be thanked. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, I prithee, my sweet. I will smile! I will do everything that thou wilt have me!
My part of this sport to be paid a pension of thousands from the Shah of Persia.
I could marry this wench for this device, so could I too. And ask no other dowry of her but such another jest. Or I either.
Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot on my neck, or mine either?
Shall I become thy bond slave?
Or I either?
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aquavitae with a midwife.
If you will, then, see the fruits of the sport. Mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of hell, thou most excellent double of wit! I'll make one too.
No!
friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by the Tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir, I do live by the church, for I do live by the church.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, and carest for nothing.
No, not so, sir. I do care for something, but in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, it would make you invisible.
Art thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And fools are to husbands as pilchers are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I warrant I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay. And now pass upon me. I'll no more with thee. Hold. Here's expenses for thee.
Oh, now Job in his next commodity of hair. Send thee a beard.
By my troth, I am almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow upon my chin. Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bread, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia, sir, to bring a Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand thee, sir. 'Tis well begged.
Oh, the matter, I hope, is not great, sir, begging but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My lady's within. I shall conster her whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overworn. Farewell.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
Dieu vous garde, monsieur.
Y tout en bien, senor.
Yes. See? I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours. Will you encounter the house my niece's desires you should enter if your trade be to her?
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bid me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer with gate and entrance, but we are prevented. Most excellent and accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors upon you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors well.
My matter hath no voice but your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, vouchsafe, pregnant. We'll get them all three ready.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir? 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him, for his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
I have come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak of him again. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did hear a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servants, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think? So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
Oh, that's a degree to love.
No, not a degree, for 'tis a vulgar proof we very oft pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud. When one should be the prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with this waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth. I will not have you. And yet, When wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. Will you nothing to my lord by me? Oh, stay! I prithee tell me what thou thinkst of me, and you think you are not what you are.
If you think so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right, for I am not what I am.
Would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better than I am? I think it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip.
Cesario, by the roses of the spring,
By maidhood, honor, truth, and everything.
I love thee so.
In spite of all my pride, nor wit, nor reason can my passion hide. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By my innocence I swear, and by my youth I have but one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman never has, nor none shall ever be mistress of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
The occasion open.
No, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer. Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Faith, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's servingmen than she ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me now?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the judgments and oaths of reason. She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and then with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this is bought. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off. And you are now sailing to the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of either valor or policy.
And it be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Why then, build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself, there is no greater love broker in the world canst more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go! Write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Let there be gall enough in thy ink, though thou write with a goose quill. About it!
Where shall I find thee?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo.
Huh?
Cubiculo. C-U-B-I-C-U-L-O. Go.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him last some 2,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Never trust me then, and by all means, stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Sir Andrew, if he were opened and you found so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite the youth bears in his visage no great promise of cruelty.
Look where the youngest run of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen, and will laugh yourselves to stitches, follow me. Yond gull Malvolio has turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously, I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is this new map with the augmentation of the Indies. Oh, you had not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him, and if she do, he'll smile and take it as a great favor.
Come then, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed sealed its for me forth. But jealousy might befall you in your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, there are otherwise arguments of fear set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and thanks on ever off good turns are often shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my worth, as is my conscience burn, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your
I
lodging.
am not weary, and 'tis long till night. I pray you let us satisfy our eyes on the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not walk without danger in these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess' galleys, I did some service of such a note indeed that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Be like you slew great numbers of his people?
Oh, the offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us a bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of my city did, only myself stood out. For which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my verse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with the viewing of the town, and there shall you meet me.
Why are your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle markets.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He's sure possessed, madam.
What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, he does none but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come for sure. The man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be.
Now it's your blue, and you go on, and you go too. Why don't you go where fashion's king?
How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady. Ho, ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady? I could be sad. This does make some obstruction of the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as a very true sonnet is. Please one, please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in mind, but yellow in my leg. It did come into his hands, and command shall be executed. I think we both know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Die, and I'll come to thee.
Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request? Yes, nightingales answer daws.
Why come you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great. Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon me.
Heaven restore thee!
Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings?
Thy yellow stockings?
And wished to see thee cross-gartered?
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman with the counter. See now his returns.
We could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, how do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, put thyself into a trick of singularity. I have limed her, and when she went away just now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow! Not matrimonial, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. That's no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospects of my hope. Where is he in the name of sanctity?
Here he is, here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go. I discard you. Leave me to my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did I not tell you, Sir Toby, my lady prays you have a care of him?
Did she so?
Go to peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How dost thou, man? How do you, Malvolio? What, man? Defy the devil. Consider, he is an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Law you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, it shall be done tomorrow morning if I live.
Nay, go to peace. We must deal gently. Let me alone.
No way but gentleness, gently. The fiend is rough and shall not be roughly used.
How do you, my bawcock? How dost thou chuck, sir?
Get him to say his prayers, Sir Toby. Oh, get him to pray.
My prayers, minx!
Oh, no, I warrant he will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves all. You are idle, shadow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more
Like
hereafter.
a $1,000,000 trooper. Flying on the galaxy first. Let's stick with Rockefeller, let's walk and stick.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage right now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection of the device, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad. We may take it thus, for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastimes, tired, out of breath, prompt us have mercy upon him. But see!
More matter for a May morning.
Ah! Here is the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
Aye, is it? I warrant him do but read.
Give it to me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense less.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me.
Good.
Thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Agerty. If this letter move him not, His legs cannot. I'll give it to him.
You may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew. Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey.
Bum Bailey.
So soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible. Slight. Right, away.
Odds likely, by God, odds likely.
Now will I not deliver this letter, for the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Set upon Aguachique a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his youth, strength, fury, and impetuosity. This shall so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Oh, here he comes with your niece. Give them way till he take leave, and presently after him.
No tongue to vex you, and I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that honor saved upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How may I give him that which I have already given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee may bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of the nature of the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard's end.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man has any quarrel to me, for my mind is very free and clear of any offense done to any man.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what strength, skill, rage, and fury can furnish man withal.
I pray you, what is he?
He is Night, dubbed with unhatched rapier and uncarpet consideration, but he is a very devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3.
I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter.
No, sir, back you shall not to the house. Therefore, on, or strip your sword stark naked, for metal you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous service as to know of the night what my offense to him is. I assure you, it is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Mistress Fabiana, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
I pray you, mistress, do know of this matter.
Oh, I know the knight is incensed against you to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. I will make your peace with him if I can.
I would be much bound to you for it, for I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight, and I care not who knows so much of my metal.
Why, man, he is a very devil. I have not seen such a fraud. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabiana can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it! Not have seen him so valiant and so cunning in fence. I'd have seen him damned, ere I'd have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip.
I will give him my horse, Grey Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand you here till my return. I'll ride you as well as I ride your horse. I have his horse to take up the bargain. I have convinced him the youth is a devil.
He is hardly conceited of him and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There is no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his own sake. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God, defend me! A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you seem furious.
There is no remedy, sir. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot, by the duello, avoid it. He has promised, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, to it. Bring on, keep us on.
You assure you 'tis against my will.
1, 2, 3, fight!
If this young gentleman has done any offense, I take the offense on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? What are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares to do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be the undertaker, I am for you!
Oh, good Sir Tommy Coulter, coming officers!
This is the man, do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir. No, sir, no jot. I know your fibber well. Though now, you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well. This comes with seeking you. What will you do now that my necessity makes me ask for my purse? It grieves me much more what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed with your comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat you for some of that money.
What money, sir? For the kindness you have shown me here, and in part for your present trouble, I will lend you something. My having is not much. Here's half my coffer.
Is it possible that my deserts you can lack persuasion? Do not count my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature.
Heaven themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half of the jaws of death, relieved him with such a sanctity of love, and to his image, which we thought did promise most venerable worth, I did devotion. What's that to us? The time goes by away. But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind, none can be called cruel but the unkind. Virtuous beauty, but beauteous evil are empty trunks, overflourished by the devil. This man goes mad away, sir, come! Lead me on.
Oh, prove true, imagination, prove true, that I, dear brother, have been taken for you.
Come hither, knight, come hither, Fabiana.
He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know yet living in his glass, for it is him I imitate. Oh, if it proves, then tempests are kind, and song makes fresh in love.
A very dishonest, paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. And for his counsmanship, ask Fabiana.
Oh, a coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slid, I'll after him again. Beat him.
Do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword. And I do not
Come,
intend to.
let's see the event.
I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
That I am not sent for you.
Go to, you're a foolish fellow.
Well held out, I faith. No, I do not know you, nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come and speak with her. Nor is your name not Master Cesario. No, this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
Vent thy folly somewhere else. I know it's not me.
Vent my folly? He has heard this word of some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee
Depart from me. There's money for thee. If thou tarry longer, I shall give thee worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for thee!
And there's for thee.
And down! And down! All the people, and hold, sir! I'll throw your dagger over the house!
Yes, I will tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your kosher two-pence.
Come on, sir, hold! Man, let him alone. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any in a laudal area. Though I stroke him first. Yet it's no matter for that. I'll go thy hand.
Come on, sir, hold. You are well fleshed. Put up your iron. I will keep free from thee. What wouldst thou now? If thou darest set me further, draw thy sword. Nay, I must have an ounce or two of this matchless blood from you.
Sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks these ruffians have botched up, that thou may thereby smilest at this. Thou shalt not choose but go. Do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Am I mad, or else this is a dream? Let fancy still my sense and lead me steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wouldst thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe thou art Setopus, the curate. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on and I'll dissemble myself in it. I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown. All the competitors enter!
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Bonos dies, Sir Toby, for, as the old hermit of Prague, that never saw pen and ink, very wittily said to a niece of King Gorboduc, that is. So, I being Master Parson am Master Parson, for what is that but that? And is, but is.
To him, Sir Topaz.
What do I say? Peace in this prison!
Who calls there?
Setopaz, the curate who comes to speak with Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical feet, how vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Sir Topaz, there was never man thus wronged. Do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Sayest thou this house is dark?
As hell.
Why, it hath bay windows transparent as barricadoes, and the clerestories towards the south-north are as lustrous as ebony. And complainest thou of obstruction? Who?
I am not mad, Sir Topaz. I say this house is dark.
I say there is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is dark as ignorance. Though ignorance were as dark as hell, and I say there was never man thus abused.
Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness.
My most exquisite Sir Topaz.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou mightest have done this without thy beard and gown.
Oh,
He sees thee not.
I, to him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered from it, I would he were, for I am now so far in offense with my niece that I cannot with any safety pursue this sport the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does. Fool, my lady is unkind, Purdy.
Fool,
Alas, why is she so?
a fool I say.
She loves another. Who calls her?
A good fool. As ever that will deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you besides your 5 wits?
Good fool. There was never man thus abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, then thou art mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me, kept me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble-babble.
Sir Topaz.
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who, I, sir? No, not I, sir. God be with you, good Sir Topaz. Marry, I meant. I will, sir, I will.
Fool. Fool.
Alas, sir, I am sent for speaking to you.
Good fool. Some light and paper. I am as well in my wits, fool, as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some light and paper, and set down what I will convey to my lady. It will advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
Well, I'll help you to it. But tell me true, are you mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, fool, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll ne'er believe a madman till I see his brains. I shall fetch you light, paper, and ink.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee thee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again. Adieu, good man devil.
This is the air, and that is the glorious sun. This pearl that she gave me, I do feel it and see it, though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus. Yet 'tis not madness. Where is Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found his credit that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel might do me golden service now, for though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad, though else the lady's mad. But if it were so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable, but here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and this holy man into the chapel by. There before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine, that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, if thou lovest me, let me see this letter! Good Mistress Fabiana, grant me another request. Anything. Do not desire to see this letter! This is to give a dog, and in recompense desire my dog. Don't!
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
How can that be?
Truly, sir, they praise me and call me an ass. Now my foes tell me plainly that I am an ass, therefore by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am thus abused. So that, conclusions be as to kisses, if your 4 negatives make her 2 affirmatives, why then truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Why, this is excellent.
No, sir, though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Oh, put your grace in your pocket, sir, for this once.
There's another.
Primo, segundo, tertio is a good play, or the bells of Saint Bennet, sir, may put you in good mind. 1, 2, 3.
You can pull no more money out of me out of this throw. If you will let your lady know that I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Mary, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir, but I would not have you think my desire of having is the sin of covetousness. But as you say, let your bounty take a nap. I will awake it anon. Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I last saw it, it was besmeared, as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. What's the matter?
Rossino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix, and this is he that did the tiger gore when your young cousin Titus lost his life. Here, in these streets, desperate of shame and state, in private brabble did we apprehend him.
No, he did me kindness, sir, drew on my side. But in conclusion, put strange speech upon me. I know not what was but distraction.
O notable pirate, thou so art thee, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hadst made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I must confess on basin ground enough Orsino's enemy. Witchcraft drew me hither. That most ungrateful boy there by your side, from rude sea and rage and foamy mouth did I redeem. A rack, past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love without retention or restraint, all in his dedication. For his sake did I expose myself into the dangers of this adverse town. True to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20 years removed thing while one would wait. Denied me my own purse, which I'd recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before. No intermin, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, villain, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more than anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem so serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me. Madam!
Gracious Olivia!
Where goes Cesario? Oh, good my lord. My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be out to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ears as howling after music.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness, you uncivil lady! To's in great and unauspicious altars my soul. The vaporless offerings that breathe out the air devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even would it please my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it? Like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love? A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this. Since you, the non-regardants, cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you, the marble-breasted tyrant, still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven, I swear tender dearly, him will I tear out that cruel eye where he sits crowned his master's sprite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the land that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most willing, to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die. Where goes Cesario? After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than I love my life, more by all mores than ever I shall love wife.
I may detested how I am beguiled.
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Holy Father!
Come away!
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband, can he that deny?
Her? Husband, Sarah?
No, my lord, not I. Alas, it is the basis of thy fear that makes thee strangle up thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, what dost thou know hath recently passed between this youth and me?
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed at the mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of your lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function by my testimony, since when my watch hath travelled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sown thy grizzle on thy case? Or when that else thy craft so quickly grow, that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon, send one presently to Sir Toby. Ow.
What's the matter?
He has broke my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb. Oh, I'd rather 40 pound I were at home. Ow.
Who hath done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate. Ow.
My gentleman Cesario?
Ah, it's Laglings! Here he is! You broke my head for nothing, sir. And that I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby. Ah.
Why do you speak to me so? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby helping. You all shall hear more. But if he had not been in drink, he would have tickled your other gates than he did.
How now, man? How is it with you?
It's all one has hurt me, and there's the end on it. Sots, to see Dick Surgeon, sots!
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour gone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Then he's a rogue and a passy measures paving. I hate the drunken rogue.
Away with him, who hath made us havoc within.
I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together. Will you help? An asshead, and a coxcomb, and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull.
Oh, get him to shave and let his heart be looked.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I could have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a string
strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons? A natural perspective that is, and is not.
Antonio! Ah, my dear Antonio! How the hours have racked and tortured me since I have lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made a division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is no more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister once who the flying waves and surges have devoured. Oh, Charity, what kin are you to me? What name, what parentage?
Messalene. Sebastian was my father, and such a Sebastian was my brother too. But went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, then you come to fright us.
Spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, which from the womb I did participate. Were you a woman, as the rest goes, even I should my tears let fall upon thy cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
And died he the day that Viola from her birth had numbered 13
Oh,
years.
that record is lively in my soul. He indeed finished his mortal act on that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing less to make us happy both than this my masculine usurped attire, then do not embrace me until each circumstance of time and place do prove that I am Viola.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook. But nature in her bias drew in that you have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You have been contracted both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, thou shalt have share in this most happy rack. Boy, thou said to me 1,000 times before, thou never shouldst love a woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, as long as the sun maintains its fire.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
Fetch Malvolio hither. And now I do remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end as well as any man in his case may do. He has here writ a letter to you. I should have given to you today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it skills not much when they are delivered.
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. No, I do but read madness, and your ladyship shall have it as you ought to be. You must allow, Vox.
I prithee read it in thy right wits.
So I do, Madonna. But to read his right wits is to read thus. Therefore perpend, my princess, and give ear.
Read it you, madam.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
And this savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered, Fabiana. Bring him hither. My lord, these things further thought upon, to think me well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it, and here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. And since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall be from this time your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. I pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny 'tis your hand. Write for it if you can in hand or phrase. Or say 'tis not your seal, not your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then. And in the modesty of honor, tell me why you have given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a doghouse, visited by priests, and made the most notorious Gekkengo that e'er invention played on? Tell me why!
Alas, Malvolio, 'tis not my writing, though I confess much like my character. But out of question 'tis Mariah's hand, and now I do bethink me 'twas she first told me thou wast mad. Prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But when we come to the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel, no brawl to come taint the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at and hope it shall not. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we have conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with the sportful malice it was followed may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I was one in this interlude, sir, one set how pass, sir, but that's all one.
By the Lord, fool, I am not mad.
But don't you remember?
Madam, why laugh you at such a barren rascal, and you smile not he is gagged?
And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Viola, come, for so you shall be Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was but a tiny little boy, with hay, ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hay, ho, the wind and the rain, 'gainst knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wive, with hay, ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my beds, with hay, ho, the wind and the rain, with tosspots still had drunken heads, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun, with hay, ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all when our play is done, and we strive to please you every day.
Graduating seniors whom you've just seen. And keeping with the tradition of the semi-real Shakespeare company, the juniors will present them with the senior goodbyes.
Well, you guys are a hard bunch to say goodbye to, and we thought really long and really hard about what we wanted to say, and at rehearsal this week we came across a very inspirational book. It's called Where Did I Come From? We all perused this book, and we found it very inspirational because we found out that little people come from big people. And I want to thank you guys because the big people have really made the little people, and next year we'll be big people, and we can make little people. So without further ado, we'd like to start with the biggest person, Gabe. Gabe, come forward. This is Gabe. A priest, a captain, a servant.
That's Gabe.
When you see him in costume, you think,
What a babe!
He played the dead sheep game.
Whoops, not a peep.
When the sheep came on stage, we all said,
Beep, beep! Good job, Gabe.
Thank you.
This is David.
From Jack Rugby the servant to Doctor to Duke.
Your conjuring talents gave us quite a spook.
Your love for the company was quite genuine.
When you presented each cast member with his own Valentine.
Everyone thought it was cute when you chased the Dromios in that bulky fat suit.
No matter the part, you set our hearts afire as the hostess of the garter or our vixen Mariah. Yeah.
Don't think we forgot the thing you love best.
Oh, look what it is!
The pineapple dress!
She fell in love with Susanna.
But wound up with Dan.
And when it comes to cross-dressing, this girl is the man. Your career in the company did begin
when you played the hostess of the Garter Inn.
Before playing Fabiana, you were a nun.
You got to jump on GC. What fun. about J-Box.
He played Dr. Caius.
That sexy French fox.
And Nicholas and Egercheek, a real sewing star.
On stage and off.
We'll miss you, by gar.
Matt, yours is a little special. Matt, you ate rotten fruit.
You played an old man.
Our friend Phyllis straightened a servant to Dan.
We have something for you. You'll think it's quite nice.
To help you remember,
Polka, polka, slice, slice.
Matt does it better, but...
Mike?
No, yes, I love it. To the laundress, forsooth.
Was Mike's debut line.
When it comes to sewing, this boy is quite fine.
You've worked really hard off stage and on.
Mike will really miss you when you are gone. Dan, did you notice anything about all your parts?
They all start with S.
And they're not very smart.
But we love you, Dougal, that we are sure.
You came in as a lion and went out with a roar.
Malvolio, Lysander, Orlando, and Master Page.
This former ballerina always lights up the stage.
You broke Mandy's nose, now you're breaking our hearts.
You're off to Northwestern.
Who knew Pete was smart? Luciana, the hostess, and a little techno fairy.
Watching you fall in love with Morgan was just a little scary.
You run red lights while blasting Rent.
Sarah will miss the time that we've spent.
Jesse, he's shown as the moon. He played 2 different dukes.
He drinks so much as Toby, but he never pukes.
We'll miss you a lot, this we all know. But now it's time.
Get you home, go! But on a more serious note, you can't put on a great production without having a great crew, so we want to thank the crew for working so hard. Seniors as well, so they deserve just as much as the people out here, so we'd like to thank them very much.
All right. Well, we hope you've all enjoyed the show.
Seniors, we're so sad to see you go.
We'll miss the laughing, jokes, and fun.
We can't believe your time is done.
Group hug! You're smart.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wait, we're not done.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, it's like.
I'm sorry, we just had something.
If you did.
Guys, get Oh, we have more.
Oh, you have more? Oh, no, you guys, do we?
Oh, we have more.
We're done. We're done.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Well, we just want to thank our moms for helping us so much over the years. These productions could never be done without all your time and effort and dedication and love. And we just want to say how much we love you. So when we call your name, come up and get your flowers, because you deserve them. Harriet. Is Miss Betsy here tonight?
Come on!
Miss Betsy.
All right. We'll keep going. Miss Leslie. I know she's here because she's my mom. Miss Diane, come get your flowers. Miss Amy, I see you. Miss Mary Ellen, are you here? Thank you. Miss Robin, are you here?
Yeah, she's right there.
Is Miss Rosita here? No? Okay. Oh, she's not here? All right. Well, we love Miss Rosita. Is Miss Marguerite here? No. No? Well, we love her too. And Miss Barbara? Barbara Coleman? Is she here? I think we're done. Well, thank you, moms. We love you. Wait. Oh, we're not done.
But hold on. Could you just sit here and do your slideshow so that these fine people? Yes.
We have
I'm still the boss for one more minute.
One other thing.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. All right, ready? Yeah. This is for you, Dee. So if you would just come up on stage, please. Come on. That'd be great.
Come on.
These past 5 years, much fun we've had. As we all move on, we're somewhat sad to leave this semi-royal Shakespeare company and our friend and mentor, the one and only Dee. You have shaped and coached our diverse group and turned us into a first-class troupe. From your 12th Night cast and crew, as we step down, we present you with A Night on the Town. Tickets to the Vomiting of Errors and Dinner for Two. With our deep appreciation, Dee, we love you.
I have to say one thing. This tall guy finally got into a tux. We almost got him into makeup tonight. Has been with me since 8th grade when we borrowed his mother's van and started cruising around the town trying to move the scenes from Shakespeare from one moment to the other. And he's been with me through every production since, and I could not have done it all without him. So.
Slideshow to our dearest friends, Caitlin and Lauren.
And I'm sorry, I have to say one more thing. This is awful. Mr. Gluckman, Sarah, the Countess Olivia's grandfather, it's your 80th birthday, so this is one thing. again, but we have one last thing to do for these amazing people, and I'm not even going to begin to speak about them. They know how I feel about them, from Peter walking around my classroom in 8th grade, to Jesse kicking off his shoes, to Sarah writing, so on and so on and so on. So much has happened. Oh, no, was it Jesse taking off his shoes? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, okay, why don't you sit right here, and let's see what we can face. I know butts to the audience. I'll let you do it now. And our stage, wow, it's like IMAX. Go.
We're so close.
I can't sing. I can dance though.
By God.
Wrong one, Zach.
Oh my God.
Stopped into a church. I passed along.